Hi everyone, my name is Sandra and I'm currently a dietetic intern at UC Davis Occupational Health with the UC Davis Staff and Faculty Health and Wellbeing team. Today I will be showing you how to make a delicious taco recipe that substitutes the traditional ground beef filling for a black bean and quinoa filling. Now this is a recipe that I tried with my family a couple of years ago and it turned into a family favorite. So let's look at the ingredients that we will be using for today's recipe. We will need a 14-ounce can or 14 ounces of homemade black beans, a cup of uncooked dry quinoa, 1 small onion chopped and 2 garlic cloves, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of chili powder, and a half a teaspoon of paprika. And then I usually serve these with a cilantro lime salsa that I make with a half a cup of sour cream, a quarter cup of cilantro, and then I usually garnish them with some avocado and some lime juice. Of course, we will be needing our corn tortillas, and to cook the quinoa, we will need 2 cups of a vegetable broth or chicken broth or even water. So let's go ahead and get started. So to get started, I have heated some oil in a pan to which I will add the small chopped onion, and I will cook this for about 3 to 5 minutes until the onion is soft and a little bit translucent. Once the onion has cooked for about 5 minutes, I will go ahead and add in the minced garlic and cook that for about 30 seconds. After the 30 seconds, I will go ahead and add in the spices, so the salt, the chili powder, and paprika, and I will cook for about 1 minute until it gets very aromatic. Now I will go ahead and add the cup of dry uncooked quinoa and just go ahead and toast it for about a minute. So as I start toasting it, you'll notice it starts turning a little bit yellow or red. It's absorbing some of the colors from the spices, which will give it a lot of flavor once it's cooked. After toasting the quinoa, I'm going to go ahead and add in the liquid. So whether that is vegetable stock or chicken stock or even water. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on top and bring it to a boil. And while we wait for it to boil, let's talk a little bit about the benefits of quinoa. So quinoa is usually classified as a whole grain, and it is a good source of plant protein and fiber. Unlike a lot of plant proteins, quinoa is a complete protein, which means that it contains all the 9 essential amino acids that our bodies need but cannot make on their own. Quinoa is also naturally gluten-free, and it's a good source of manganese, phosphorus, magnesium, folate, and vitamin B1. Now that the liquid is boiling, I'm going to go ahead and add in the 14 ounces of canned or homemade black beans. In this case, I pulled out some black beans that I had in the freezer, and just stir that in a little bit. And then I'm going to turn the heat down to low and let it cook for about another 15 to 20 minutes with the lid on. While that is cooking, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the nutrition profile of black beans. So the nutrition profile of black beans is actually great. They are naturally gluten-free and vegan. Beans are high in protein and fiber, and they are also a great source of vitamins and minerals, including calcium and iron. They also contain zinc, magnesium, folate, copper, manganese, and B vitamins. You may notice that halfway through the 15-20 minute range, I removed the lid from my pan. I just wanted to make sure that enough of the liquid was going to evaporate and not make my filling too soggy. So if you feel like the liquid isn't evaporating, go ahead and remove the lid. Once most of it is evaporated, like you see here, you are ready to go. So once your filling is ready, you can go ahead and make the cilantro lime crema. I will go ahead and zest some limes. With this, you gotta make sure that the limes are washed so that the zest is clean. I will go ahead and zest about a tablespoon from both limes. And once I'm done zesting the limes, I will go ahead and pour in my ingredients into my NutriBullet. So I will put in the other garlic clove, sour cream, and cilantro with the lime zest. I will go ahead and then juice the 2 limes and add about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt. And you can always add more if you feel like it needs more once it's ready. After adding all the ingredients, I will go ahead and blend that for about 30 seconds to a minute, just until enough of the cilantro has been blended and the crema starts turning a little bit light green. Once the filling and the crema are ready, I heated up 2 corn tortillas and I scooped some of the filling into the tortillas. Then I added some fresh lime juice to the tacos, and then I topped them with some fresh avocado slices. After the avocado, I will go ahead and add some of the cilantro lime crema to each of the tacos, and to finish it off, I will top it with some fresh cilantro. Thank you for watching this recipe, and I hope you enjoy making these delicious tacos.